Recently, the Business Roundtable, they came out with this new proclamation, the new purpose of a company.
Right,
and
I saw
these
that.
181 CEOs are saying, hey, Milton Friedman, maybe not so, right, on shareholder.
Yeah.
How do you look at that as you think about Gainsight, leading a great company, and this stretch from moving from shareholder focus to stakeholder focus?
Well, it's interesting because when I saw that, I was so happy because it's so cool to see these CEOs that run these big companies that have so many different challenges, that have huge shareholders, taking a stand on something that I think is really important. We've been fortunate at Gainsight that's been something that we've been passionate about from the beginning.
Right.
And I think it comes down to, first I'll say it shows up in the way we wrote our values from day one. So we have these 5 values in the company. And one of them is what we call success for all. And we've had that from 2013. And the idea of success for all is we want a company that we're going to measure our success on not just shareholder value, but value for our customers, for our employees, for their families, because that's a big thing. Think about not just the people in our company, but their families, and then the community around us. And so that idea of success for all is if you had a drinking game and you drank a shot every time somebody said success for all at Gainsight, you'd be drunk by noon. And everyone talks about it. Anytime we do business planning, for example, I'm working on the strategy plan for next year. It's like, how's this going to drive success for our investors, for sure, but also our customers, our employees, our employees' families, and our community. And so everything we do has always been around that. So when I saw this stakeholder capitalism, I thought this is amazing because people are articulating it at much bigger scales than my 700-person company. So I'm really excited about it. Now, for us, one of the reasons we kind of were passionate about that value and passionate about our culture in general is that for us, it wasn't enough to just have the goal be shareholder value. So I think for some people, stakeholder capitalism is because the world is asking them to do it, which is great. I think they're responding to the world. For us, it was actually responding to ourselves. And honestly, for me, I wasn't the kind of person who was like, God, my dream is to sell a company for this much money or make the shareholders this much money or even personally make this much money. I'm super privileged to be able to be in a world where those things can happen.
Right.
But that wasn't what got me excited. And some of that comes back to my childhood. I'm also super into science and things like that. So business is great, but it's not like I'm not curing cancer. I'm not flying to Mars. I'm not like Albert Einstein, figuring out relativity. And so I needed some other purpose. And so our company, we figured out that our purpose is to actually drive this more human approach to business with all of our stakeholders from the beginning. And we call that purpose, we call it human first business.
Right.
And so we came up with this statement that says we want to be living proof that you can win in business while being human first. And so that's something that we've been passionate about for a long time. And I'm so excited to see more and more companies adopting a similar concept.